Since we are yet to actually close and consolidate above my orange line at $119,800, a lot of people are asking me right now, did we actually top out? And even though I covered it in yesterday's video, a lot of people are still very fearful. They believe that maybe this altcoin pump is about to fade out and maybe we're about to see another big drop towards the downside. Today, guys, I am going to show you a couple of very important charts. This is telling us a pattern that has been repeating previously, and we're actually seeing something very similar right now. I need to show you this chart, guys. Very important. I'm going to cover altcoins, I'm going to cover ethereum, I'm going to cover Solana, XRP, Cardano. I'm going to cover also my trades that I am in. As you know, guys, I am always 100% transparent with you, so we'll cover these ones as well as my trading strategies. And also one of the biggest sources of fear right now for ethereum, this could cause ethereum to go down. Yes, it could cause that. I'm going to go over it, but I will also explain why I'm not too worried at this point. So guys, very important stuff to talk about today. Make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. And in today's video, guys, we have something very important to talk about, because more and more people, I feel, are losing their... So people are very short-sighted. They forget that we have been at much lower prices here. And I mean, you had very good opportunities to get in, but a lot of people also have PTSD, because at some point we know that we are going to reach a point, a top, and we are going to, from that top, have a significant pullback. That is the nature of crypto. It always happens. Yes, at some point we're going to make a top and we're going to have a big pullback. We already know about that. But the question is that actually going to be now? And if I look at everything that's been happening here and the charts and the fundamentals, I do not think that we have topped out for Bitcoin, and I do not think that we have topped out for altcoins. And I will show you the reasons why. So if you just zoom in here, you can see that this current green candle was actually a trend shift. So what was the trend shift? Well, I was talking about it yesterday, how the first time we had a massive pump here in the middle of the euphoria, we went up all the way up to 133,000, and then we had a pullback. So the wick went above my orange line. The second time we had the candle going up to the orange line, and the third time we had the wick going up to the orange line. So this could show you weakness in the market, because first you had the wick, it was this high, then you have the candle, it was this high, and now the wick is not even reaching at this point. The wick was not even reaching, it was reaching almost the orange line at 119,800. But look at this, because now we've had a trend shift. We've had a big green candle. Yesterday was actually the all-time high daily close for Bitcoin. So we've never closed a candle as high as this one. So this shows us that the bullish momentum is still intact in this impulsive wave. So I still think that the impulsive wave, the impulsive move is still intact. And as you know, guys, I've been saying from the very, very start, I believe that we are going to top out somewhere in between 180 to 280K at the end of 2025, but more likely in 2026. And I have no reason to change that thesis. I see a lot of people right now that were expecting the top in the beginning of 2025. They are now changing their narrative and they're saying, yeah, maybe it's going to be actually at the end of 2025. Well, of course, because we didn't top out, obviously, in the beginning. So that is something that is very, very important to keep track of here, that yes, the bullish momentum is still intact for Bitcoin. And yes, we're going to have volatility, especially around these all-time high areas. We're going to have these periods of consolidation, which is completely fine. These consolidations just means that for me, for instance, who are using my own dynamic strategies here, my trading strategies, it just means that I am going to amplify my gains even more, because with this volatility, it means that we're using the volatility to our advantage, and I'm just making more profit. Remember, with the trading strategies, you want to have pullbacks so that you can buy on the way down, which they do automatically, and then take profit on the way up. So that's fine. We don't have to time the tops and time the bottoms. So that's what I'm using, and I want to clarify that is what I'm using. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice, and I'm just showing you what I'm personally doing and what I think is the best way to navigate these markets. But yeah, so I'm not too worried about any kind of pullback here. In fact, if you look at the longer term. This is actually on the 4-hourly time frame since April. And previously, we had a very distinct pattern of 4 impulsive waves. So it started really when the 50-week moving average also crossed the 100, on the 4-hourly period, the 50 period crossed the 100 period. So you can see it's crossing right here. And then from that point, we entered into 3 accumulation zones and then a 4 pump kind of impulsive wave thing here. So you can see we crossed here, accumulation, boom, first impulsive wave, accumulation, second impulsive wave, third accumulation here, and then a final impulsive wave towards the upside. So it happened first once, boom, 2, 3, 4. And we're seeing something similar right now. We have the cross here, the same kind of cross which you saw right here. The green one crossing the blue one, or the blue one crossing the green one, however you want to look at it. And then accumulation, we had accumulation, second accumulation zone, also dipping down here, creating a higher low. And then third accumulation, it looks like we're moving towards the third accumulation here after the current accumulation zone. So boom, moving upwards, and then potentially seeing the target somewhere at around 140K for the short term here. And this could happen as soon as in August. So, I mean, I see no reason to worry. The volatility just means that I am going to make more profits with my trading strategies, more gains. So I'm not too worried about that. For Ethereum and altcoins, if you look at the altcoin market in general, some altcoins are doing really, really well. Most altcoins actually are regaining compared to yesterday, which was a red day. But many altcoins are doing really good today. And if you look at something like Ethereum, you can see that the very vital orange line at 3,615, it still has not broken. In fact, you can see the wick here went down right to the absolute dollar of this point here, and then we had a big bounce. And I do think that this is going to continue to be a strong level of support. But for Ethereum, really, even if we go down to 3K, I'm still going to remain bullish on Ethereum. And this chart here on the monthly time frame, we have 7 days left until the candle closes. So I'm keeping close eyes on this. If you want to know why, then make sure to go back to my main channel. I covered that a few days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. I covered why this chart is so important. Now, moving over, so for Solana, big red candle here, but it's coming after a big move. I think that it's going to recover. XRP is trying to stay above my support level here at about $3.47. Cardano also having a bit of a red candle after having a massive push. And you can just see how this looks very similar for many coins, guys. We have impulsive move, consolidation, impulsive move, consolidation, impulsive move, consolidation. So I wouldn't be too worried right now. The pullbacks, you need to have that because you're flushing out over leveraged people, you're getting out the greedy people, and then we can have a sustained move towards the upside. I do think that Pepe is going to do well. I also think that Sui is going to do well, and Sui has been consolidating. And my trade for Sui, yes, it is down. It is down 6K. I'm keeping everything transparent for you. But I think that this is going to turn around. And even the traditional markets are at an all-time high currently. It closed at an all-time high yesterday, and it looks like it wants to go higher. So in my opinion, fundamentally on the charts, everything is still looking good. I see no reason to close my trades here. I see no reason. Like I've been holding a red trade for such a long time. I was down 1.7 million. I was holding that trade because I thought it was going to turn around, and now I'm up the same amount and even more with my bull market portfolio here. So that is all great, and I see no reason to be too concerned at this point. As always, guys, do your own research and not financial advice, but yeah, for me, things are looking pretty good. Now for my trading strategies, like I showed you, the Bitcoin one is down a little bit compared to yesterday because Bitcoin has been having a pullback, but many of the altcoin ones are doing good, especially in the bull market portfolio, some of the smaller altcoins. So yeah, I just continue to make more and more gains here using these ones compared to just holding. We are amplifying those gains. Yeah, if you want to use these ones, then go down to the description of this video right now. You have the Pionex sign up link right here. And then you also have the deposit bonuses, clicking on this link. And then you can copy my long strategies for my main coins and the rest of the coins in my bull market portfolio. If you want to use it for any other altcoin here, you have over 180 other ones here. If you want to use my developed trading strategies. And also, guys, huge opportunities over on VX and on TapBit. you get incredible bonuses here by signing up using these links as well. So as always, guys, do your own research for experienced traders, but yeah, you're able to take full advantage of this. And these ones are available in most countries as well, Wex and Tapbit, so make sure to take advantage of that. Another thing I want to talk about is the amount of Ethereum that is looking to be unstaked. You can see it a little bit here in the red. This shows us how much Ethereum is being queued to be unstaked. Now, this is close to the all-time high here you saw in 2024 in terms of amount of Ethereum. And this is about $2 billion. So even if everyone were to sell here that unstaked, I mean, it would cause some fear for Ethereum. It would take away it would add selling pressure, so to speak. But look at this, guys. The Ethereum ETF, just yesterday, 533 million. And you can see that the trend continues here. And I'm so happy that we were very early to this trend, guys, when I said that after Bitcoin, institutions are going to FOMO into Ethereum. And it took a while, it took longer than I expected, but we are starting to see it in full force right now. And we have seen it in full force for the last few months. So yeah, Ethereum doing really, really good. I think it's going to continue. As always, guys, you have the links in the description if you want to use my favorite exchanges, my trading strategies, or whatever else. But that's what I got for you. Make sure to subscribe, activate the bell icon so you get notified as soon as I release a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.